Welcome to From Rock Bottom, the podcast where we explore real stories of struggle, survival, and strength. Each weekly episode features honest conversations with people who faced mental health battles, addiction, trauma, and life's darkest moments, and found a way to rise again. A quick content warning: some of the topics we discuss may be distressing or triggering. We talk openly about mental health, addiction, and other sensitive issues. Please listen with care, and if you need to, take a break or reach out for support. You're not alone, and this space is here to remind you of that.
Boom, and we are on today. I'm joined by a childhood friend, former professional boxer, Luke Paddock, and he's going to share with us how his childhood dream of being a professional boxer, he lost it all overnight, and some other stuff he's dealt with in his personal life. Lukey boy, how you doing?
I'm good, mate. I'm great. You?
I'm perfect, bro. Thank you for coming. Right, mate. Just like everyone else, start from the start, mate. Take me back to your childhood.
With the boxing, maybe. Probably when I was 5. I was naughty for my mum and dad. Just drinking Red Aid and just all sorts. And then my mum and dad got me into boxing. And then from then on, as I went into the gym, I just fell in love with it straight away. I remember my first fight at the age of 5. Mum and dad was going, "Oh yeah, we don't want him fighting," and I wanted to get in there, and I got stuck in. I loved it since then. And from the age of 5 to probably about 10, just in and out of the gym, loved it. Continued. Most people go in and out of sports, don't they? So I go from like football, mom, I want to do tennis. But for me, it was just strictly boxing. I loved it from the day dot.
Was the boxing just to calm you down because you're a bit of fucking hyperactive?
Yeah, to be fair, I must say, yeah. At first I was naughty in the house, and then mum and dad are just saying, "How can we calm this little fucker down?" So I didn't realise how naughty I was. I wouldn't say that defiant, what I say, but I just got into boxing and fell in love with it straight away. Just loved the violence of it. As mad as it is, I'm quite like laid back and chilled now. I had more violence in me back then.
Yeah. And I think it's important doing that kind of stuff, especially from the area where we're from. Like getting that discipline when you're young, because it'd have been easy to be knocking about outside the shops, being one of the boys, getting involved in everything.
Yeah, just so like when I was going into probably senior school, really, will I say, that's when I started to box and compete. And obviously growing up, I'll tell you what, like growing up with all the travellers, as you are in the gym, I become good friends with them. Obviously I used to get knocked about, but I improved loads. And then when I turned amateur, I had a good run. My first, maybe 2 seasons, I think I had, my first season, I remember it, I had 8. I won 7, lost 1. And then after that, I think my first 20 fights, I think I only lost 3. I think, and I had a good run. I have a lot of the travelling community for that, really, because they're bringing me on. But that's from the age of 5. People think it comes overnight. It don't come overnight. You just got to stay in the gym consistently, training. See, like I say, most kids are probably in the streets. I weren't. I stayed in the house or just boxing, just breathing, boxing. And then when I turned amateur, I had first 2 seasons, I was just like, you know what, you just get into it, and then it's like make or break on the terms of like you turn 14, don't you? Let's be honest, you find out what your pecker's for, don't you, and stuff. So and all your mates are drinking and smoking. And like I say, it wasn't make for me, not break. Like I just tended to just stick to the boxing and just kept myself to myself, and I was quite successful. I had a good amateur career towards the end. I think it was 89 fights and I won 62, so it's not too bad.
No, that's good stuff.
Not too bad.
If you didn't get into boxing, where do you think you'd have ended up?
Probably on the streets, honestly, smoking. Honestly, you listen. Let's be honest. We're off the Mosley.
Oh no.
So I'd have been over the backfield smoking weed. You know how it goes, or just up to no good, just smashing windows or something. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Leads from there really. No job. smoking, on the dole. It could go a lot different ways, couldn't it? So
Yeah.
it was just good. I had a good upbringing as well, I suppose. Like a lot of people don't have a good guide, do they? Like I had a good mum and dad.
Yeah. I think having a good dad's like the anchor. It's the discipline as well.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, on the terms of having a good dad, my dad always used to take me boxing at the best of the best. Some people, you know, they have to skimp and scrape just to get a pair of shoe laces for the boots, do you know what I mean? Dad, I want these boots. Yeah, great son, we'll have them. Yeah, next week, can I have the new Clayton Ray gloves, can I have this, can I have that? And that was nice, you know. I had it quite easy on the terms compared to other people.
Yeah.
Considering normally your best lads in the boxing gyms are the rough and tough ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where I weren't, I was quite mommy cuddled. I had a lot of love from my mum and my dad. But every weekend, I have a lot to thank for my dad on the terms growing up. I had everything. So I had the best training. My dad would take me up and down the country sparring. And that's why I come so successful from a young age with the boxing. So, yeah.
Yeah, so a good solid foundation growing up.
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah. How was you though growing up? Like, did you ever see anything mental health wise, or you just never exposed to anything like that?
No, to be honest, mate, I had it quite comfortable. Like, I was silver spoon fed on the roughest estates. Like, so, if anyone is probably watching this and they know Warsaw, I was born and bred off the coal pool. So, coal pool, you know what I mean? You see rats on the floor and all sorts. The slums, will I say? That's no disrespect to any of my fellow people on the coal pool. But I had it quite comfortable. And obviously growing up on the Mossley, it's quite rough. But I come from a good home.
Good foundation set for you.
I see, yeah.
Yeah. So, when you started getting into the amateurs and stuff, was pro boxing for you then? Was you like, this is what I want to do, I want to turn professional, I want to be a champion? Or did you just back your head?
See, like, about 14 to about 16, when you're coming towards the end of the school years, obviously people are going to college and whatnot, and I'm like, I don't want to do that, I just want to box. But I'm under no illusion, I'm not stupid. Boxing's not going to pay your bills. You need to get a qualification behind you, bring money in. But I do remember my dad saying this to me. He was saying, look son, you're good at your boxing, why don't you just have a year out, come to work with me now and again and stick to your boxing. And that year I had a really good run in the ABAs. I had to pull out, ironically, I had to pull out with a groin injury, which I would have boxed Mark Efron. A lot of people know who Mark Efron is. Good boxer from Manchester. I'd have had him in the final, but with the form I was in, you got to back yourself. But yeah, I had to pull out with that. And then towards then, I had a good run, I suppose. And then I thought, you know what, seeing lads around me turning pro, and I know a lot of these lads wouldn't even sustain in the ring with me.
Yeah.
And they're doing okay, and I thought, yeah, I want to turn pro. As soon as I turned 18, I knew I wanted to, but I was still a boy. A lot of people say to you, like, you need your man strength. And I was like, what do you fucking mean, your man strength? Like, I'm still a boy. But you don't realise that until you stop, like, I'm a man now.
Until you actually get your man strength, innit?
So, believe it or not, I was 27. I believe I was about 26, 27 when I got my man strength. And my whole career crumbled. Well, it was finished by then. So, but yeah, I turned pro at the age of 20, but I was on the terms of cracking it all in. I was about 19 because I wanted to turn pro. And at the time my coach said, you ain't going to turn pro, not yet, you need to still fill out, develop. So I remember the last year I went, you know what, fuck it, I don't care, I'll have one more year as an amateur. I boxed some good names as well. Because I knew in my head, the back of my head, I was going to turn pro. So whether I win, lose, I'm going to take that over in some experience and turn over to the pros, which eventually the same man who said let's just keep holding you back. He turned me over. I think he was already keeping that in the back of his head anyway.
Yeah. So how was it for you then turning over? It's a big thing, like professional boxer.
Yeah. The thing is, it's tagged. Oh, professional boxing, pro boxer. You're a pro boxer. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a nice thing to say. It's a nice label to tell people, but it does. You've got to live up to it as well. Like, I had a good pedigree behind me, so going into the pros, I felt quite comfortable going into the pros. But it is a different ball game. You know, salt and sugar look the same, but they're two different things.
Yeah.
Amateur, it's very fast, on your toes, tip tap, set a shot up, tip tap. Whereas the pro, it did baffle me a little bit because I had to slow down. I was a bit too fast for my own good, but I had a good engine. I was destined for good things anyway because I was a good amateur. So, going into the pro game, I was quite excited. Yeah, I was quite excited.
How was it for you when you started winning as a pro, before you won your title? Like that first win on that debut?
You're still a young lad, so now, I'm 20 years old at the time, 20, 21, 22, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. You start going out, then you know it goes. All my mates at school as well. I was at school, I was quite a popular lad, got involved. But then, as soon as I turned pro, no one weren't there. So, do you want to buy tickets? Come watch me box. No. How much you earning? I'm like, mate, just come watch me box. If you're my friend, you know what I'm saying? So, but then, as soon as I started to get like some good names, like I think in my third, sorry to tell a lie, about my fifth, my sixth pro fight, I had my first 8-rounder against a Bulgarian lad, flown over here. Win-lose record, but his wins was like almost, it's like 8% knockout, so like he's flown over here to do some damage.
Yeah.
I sold so many tickets and I'm thinking, I don't care, I know you're coming to watch me box, you're going to watch me get knocked out, but whether you're coming to watch me lose or win, you're filling my pockets.
Mm-hmm.
But you find out who are your real mates, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I turned pro, it's great, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, start moving up. It was tough because on the terms of when I was having people come watch me, I was like quite upset on the terms. The lads are only coming to watch because they're getting jealous of me now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that, to be fair. So I'll come to some of your fights as well. Yeah. And you'd see people there you wouldn't expect to see there.
Yeah. My first few odd fights, like my first handful of fights, you'd have your die-hard fans. I had a good fan base, but like, you know, going back saying my friends weren't coming to watch me box, like, I can't afford this, can't afford that, but I'd bowl over my opponent, then I'd be out in town, like I was up to no good, like I was playing, like after my fight I'd train hard and I'd play hard.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, hang on, oh, Paddy, how you getting on, Luke? Oh, you won, ain't you? And I'm like,
let's have a picture.
Yeah, let's have a picture, yeah. So, as you do, I'm just a friendly kid, like, yeah, sound, but then they're quick and I'm like, how much you earn today? I'm like, it's got none of your fucking business.
Yeah, it's a bizarre thing to ask, isn't it?
I'm like, just come watch me box, mate. Like, if you're a tennis player and you're my mate from school, whether I'll come watch you, I'll come support you. If you're a darts player, you're a darts player. If you're a ballet dancer, I'll go and watch your ballet day.
Yeah.
Ballet dance, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I've always said, like, you set up your own business, get involved in a sport, send your pals actually support you.
Yeah.
Sometimes. You'll see none.
You'll know yourself, mate.
Yeah,
You'll know yourself.
Exactly, I've been there. Well, how was it for you, like, winning and then going back to normal life on the Monday?
At first, I knew no difference. Like, I was a boxed all my life.
Yeah.
But now, I knew pro was different because I used to just box in local social clubs with a vest on, head guard. But the next day, you're having interviews, or you're getting offered to go on podcasts. This, that, the other. I'm not sure what it's called now. Is it Central? Birmingham Central. It's some TV show. Little things like that you get offered, and then you get your name out there. Then now you're like, bloody hell, you know what? I'm just a kid off the block, and now I'm feeling a bit like someone. So it made no difference to me. It just felt great. I felt professional, felt wanted. It was great.
Yeah,
you know
everything you dreamed of.
Yeah. You ain't just a pro boxer now. You're going to all these fancy little do's and events, and then events you're being offered to. It's good. It's nice. You know.
Yeah. How was the booze for you at this time? Easy to just knock on the head.
Yeah, I'm young. Like I was very, very, very professional in the terms. So, like, if you want to talk about now in my early career as a pro, I was very professional. I knew as soon as I was turning pro, you got to start acting pro. When I was an amateur, I used to just go, like, when I turned about 18, I turned pro at 20. So from the age of 18 to 20, my last few fights, I was on the piss on the Saturday or Sunday, and I'd get a phone call on the Thursday, and I'd either win or lose. But as a pro, I knew I've got to settle down. I start acting pro, eating the right stuff, getting to bed at the right time, do your early morning runs, or sparring at the right times, strength conditioning. I know it ain't just punching the bags because I'm outside the ring. I did really well. So when I used to train hard, I used to play hard, and it was easy as that.
Just to switch it back, change roles again, straight back to bro mode.
Quite easy, yeah. Very easy.
Did it bother you at the time that none of the boys were showing up for you?
A little bit, but
obviously now it's hindsight, you can look back on it, but at the
time, it is a bit hard, hurtful. You probably could say I've had a few arguments, not arguments, a bit upset, would I say, like, I'm like, oh, Dad, all my mates at fucking school, who I went to school with, or even lads who I used to just hang on, when I used to do a bit of construction work before I was boxing and stuff, no one's coming to turn up, and I'm like, does anyone like me?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'll remember, I ain't told this story on here. You had a scheduled fight in Birmingham. I bought 2 tickets off you, dropped them off to my house where I was living at the time. You had your mini. Yeah?
Yeah.
You bought them off, and I booked a hotel for that night in Birmingham, so I'm in the hotel getting ready. And you messaged me saying it's been cancelled. You're like, I apologise. Like, is what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm dressed up down in Birmingham, trousers on, Ralph Lauren shirt. I'm 21, 22 at this point, with my first wife. I went into a nightclub. Obviously, we're dressed up nice. I mean, we ain't there for trouble. It was me and my woman at the time. Group of like 40, 50-year-old men in there next to us, like banging us, bap, 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 all that. And this one geezer kept like putting his arm around my missus, pissed out of his trim. He was like moving around like, bro, calm down, just if a quiet drink with my missus. He kept doing it. So then I hit him. As I hit him, I held him round the scuff of the neck. I was fucking rabbit punching, bap, 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 yeah. Fucking big grip round my neck then. Bouncer dragged me out, ripped the soles off my shoes. I got arrested. You take the blame for that, Paddy.
Mate, I ain't accountable for that.
Because if you were the box that night,
it would have been me doing the damage in the ring.
Yeah, I'd have had a lovely night.
But see, that's another thing. You probably go over it later on, maybe. But selling tickets is a fucking hard thing as a pro. Come quite comfortable to me. Obviously, being a local lad, sounds like I'm backtracking here, saying I don't have many people, like friends. I don't have many come.
Your friends don't support you, strangers are always your biggest supporters.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
how it is,
It's true. It's like the saying, people like seeing you do well, but not better than them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, but I was a big ticket seller, and as you said, mate, I was in a little shoebox in my little mini one. I was around there dropping tickets off, writing the names down, ticking them. You see, a lot of that's another thing as well. Very naive, the public are, especially friends. They think, pro boxer, they live the dream. Mate, a lot of people don't realise I was rolling around like a drug dealer with a shoebox in my car with about 8-9 grand's worth of tickets and ticket money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So people think it's all glitz and glam. In the early days, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Ticket sales.
Back then with ticket sales, this is just out of curiosity. How many, would you get so many tickets and you have to sell them all and then you're getting paid, or how does that work?
I used to get minimum 200 to 300 tickets. Easy. My first pro fight, I didn't really like. So, like I say, I had 89 amateur fights. I used to box in social clubs. I never used to sell a ticket. You're part of a team. You're part of a team. Now, when you turn pro, it's a bit dirty business. So, business, it's not dirty to a degree. You got to sell tickets. Now, my first pro fight, I sold 180 tickets. Precise. My dad sold me a lot of my first, but as the journey went on, I used to sell a lot of tickets. But I'd sell. I was a. It sounds quite rich saying this, but I was like a bit of a. I was like your top dog on the small hall shows. Like on the small hall shows, I'd sell it out on my own.
Yeah.
Easily, I'd have 200 to 300 tickets. That's probably being a bit mad actually. I'd say about 150 to 200 easy.
Is there a minimum amount, like as a home fighter, for example? Obviously, away fighters can just turn up, get paid, sin a bit. But obviously, you trying to learn your trade, you're trying to get as many fights as you can. Without you got to sell tickets. Is there ever a minimum you had to sell?
Yeah, I kind of had a good idea how many tickets you needed to sell.
Booked.
I did undersell in my third or my second pro fight. I'm not too sure which one, but I undersold. But being a bit of a cheeky chappy at the time, I was like, the promoter tried to take some money off me, and I remember saying, "Whoa, come on! I sold a lot of tickets in the first one. Can't you play the game?"
Balance it out.
Yeah, play the game. Like I said, it's a bit of dirty sport. You don't have none of it. So I thought, listen, I'm only 21. To be honest, I'm happy to just smash someone's head in a ring with no money. I love the sport.
Yeah, boxer for it.
Yeah, but I get it. I want to get paid for it now. Do you know what I mean? I want money for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I undersold. So I only sold. I'll get a good idea, and I'll probably know anyway if anyone's watching this who's a pro or pretending to go potentially going pro. I think it's about 70 tickets you need to sell for a 4-rounder. I think it's about 90 plus for a 6-rounder.
Okay.
I should be a promoter. So.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realise, like, they see professional boxing as a thing, glitz, glamour, especially looking at the social medias, training, fighting, but then they ain't seeing a lot of these lads that go work Monday to Friday as well.
That's another thing as well, like I say, you know, when I used to box, you'd box on a weekend and then people think, like, you're just living a life of laziness on the settee, like, mate, I still have to work.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to work. Unless you're not AJ, a face of boxing in Britain.
Yeah.
You got to work, mate. You got to work. You got to go to you box on the Friday or the Saturday. You're probably a bit sore on the Sunday, and then you go back to work, and people think, "Oh, you're a pro boxer. You're a pro boxer, mate. I still have to work."
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm only taking on. I was potentially only taking on in my first few fights 900 to 1500. Like, yeah, it's lovely for one night's work, but it's not one night's work.
Yeah, it's not sustainable, is it?
If I said, you got a fight coming up in 12 weeks, which is 3 months, would you work for 3 months or 12 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't, would
no,
you?
exactly,
So
yeah.
you got to work on the side.
That's what you got to expect, like, you got to proper respect the hustle, like, you've got to work, train, sell tickets, fight, and then if you've got a family on the side, you've got to deal with all that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's tough, mate. It's tough.
Yeah. So tell us about the Midlands belt.
Midlands. Well, to be fun, it's funny you say that. That's when it all kicked off for me on the terms. So I was about 8-0, 9-0, I think it was. I was chasing the fight with Callum Cooper. He had the fight. He had the belt. Sorry. Was chasing it, and it. Unfortunately for him, he had to give it up. I think it was brain scans or eye scans. I'm not too sure, so I can't say too much. But the fight fell through. The belt come vacant. So I fought on a televised show in the Wolverhampton Civic. It's just a tick over fight. It's a tick over fight. Funny you say that though. The next day I had a phone call saying, "Listen, we've got some good news, you know, we've got some good news." I said, "We've got some bad news with you." "Oh, fuck, you know." "So give me the bad news then." He said, "Well, the bad news is that you're fighting Josh McLaren in Burslem." I said, "What's the fucking good news then?" He said, "You're going to fight for the belt." I thought, buzzing then. But I weren't happy because you've got to fight away. Now, anyone who fights away, you know you're going to be up against it straight away. But bearing in mind, the kid who was fighting at the time, I'm sure he just signed a 4-fight deal with Frank Warren, or Frank Warren was potentially signing him up, or he was just dropping him. I'm not too sure. You might have to get him on here. And ask him. But so, cut long story short, I won that fight quite easy, and that's when it all started to just. So I was in the paper, little poster boy from Warsaw.
He's getting called out.
Yeah. Your local media was swirling up a little cauldron, even putting Geffin's name to my name.
Yeah.
Now, for my name to be next to his, I thought that's great. Like, he's up there.
Yeah, he's big in the game at the time,
he's
yeah.
boxed for a British and he's boxed for a world eliminator.
Yeah.
Now, no one does not box for a world eliminator, or if they're quite tough or good. So, yeah, so it all exploded from there. I was doing really well, bit of a poster boy, selling tickets, bowling people over. And from there, to be honest, boxed for an English. Yeah, and then obviously coming to world honours, I suppose. Then coming to world honours, it never escalated with Geffin. That's fine, but I went on to world honours anyway. So,
how do you think that fight would have gone with Martin? Honestly, he's a hard fucker.
So I'll tell you now. Pete, he'll say this himself. I'd like to think. So when I turned pro, he was a man. Yeah. When I was a spring chicken, 20 years old. The first 4 rounds, I'd sustain it quite comfortable. I was still very on my toes, like an amateur, in and out. First, if it's a 4-rounder, 6-rounder,
you'd nick it.
Yeah, every day of the week. So he had his British title fight with Derry Matthews coming up, I think, and I did the beforehand, the beginning of the camp. I couldn't even do 6 with him without coming out like the Elephant Man. He could whack with both hands, and you know what? He was a good image for a professional, a natural professional. Eat with both hands. He would consume energy. I was too fast out the races, but coming towards. I was holding my own. I remember doing about 8-9 rounds with Geffin and quite comfortable. I could hold my own. Who knows what would have happened?
Yeah, it'd have been a good fight to make that.
I'd like to think I'd have beat him. Martin, watching.
Yeah, so obviously your boxing career is going well.
Yeah.
You're probably thinking like, you know, this is the first step to the big time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, I boxed for Midlands, boxed for an English, didn't go so well. Got stopped against one of Ricky Ann's boys. That probably comes onto another subject. I come very close with Ricky Ann, bless him, rest his soul. Only just recently passed, but come very close friend with Ricky Ann on the circuit. I fell short against one of his boys. Unfortunately, I was winning on points, and I just listen. You take your eye off the ball for 1 second, then you find yourself looking at the Chase Leisure Centre. 4, 5, 6. But it's a massive learning curve. I'm under no illusion. It's all good when you're winning. You want to know who's in your corner when you're losing. That was a bit of a turn.
How was it for you, that losing?
It was my first bit of taste of, you know what, you gotta. It was tough to take that one in the terms like it was in English. I always set myself English or British level, which I always did believe, and I did box that. I boxed higher than that as well, but it was quite tough. There's a lot going on as well outside the ring mentally on the terms of breakups and not being all there. So it was tough to take. A lot of personal problems. But I easily got over that. Went back to the drawing board and got back to winning ways. And then went on further. So.
And then, I believe it was your last fight. Was that 10 in Warsaw, where that kid got stabbed.
Correct.
Because you was in the ring at the time, wasn't you, when it went off?
Yeah, it's mad. It's bizarre, to be honest. The safest place should have been outside the ring. The safest place become in the ring that night. Had a great fight. What happened that night massively changed a lot of things then for me. It just changed a lot on the terms. Someone got stabbed and killed, and my fight. I wouldn't say he's a very good friend, but a friend I knew who could stop and say hello to. That was quite a tough one to swallow. You know, you're the event. You are the event.
He's there because of you.
Yeah, exactly. So after that fight, I had a good year out, and that took a lot out of me. That's when things started to really take its toll then. So I had a year out. That was my last fight, so at the age of 25. My dad said, just have a year out. Because a lot of things as well, a lot of people don't know. You turn up your box, but people don't see all the hard training, which I've already explained. But you got to make weight. So from the age of 15, I was always 63.5 kilo, which is 10 stone, 140 pound category. I actually dropped down to 135, which is lightweight, which is 9 stone 9. So from the age of 15, think about it now, the age of 15 I boxed at 10 stone to the age of 25. Now my last fight I had to drop. So I've been 10 stone now for 10 years. I've had to drop weight. And then it took a lot out of me on the terms of that fight, took a lot out of me on the just getting down in weight. And I remember my dad saying after that fight, take a year out, son. It just took a lot out of you. But not just that, to be fair, don't forget what's just happened outside the ring. I was like, what's gone on? It's like Chinese whispers. Someone's been hit with a shovel, someone's been hit with a shovel, someone's been stabbed with a samurai sword. It's all everywhere. But then I'm hearing it's X, Y and Z. I've heard it's this, I heard it's that. All of the old, it was a good friend of mine. It didn't really sink in until the next day, because obviously that fight, I had a huge gash, so I had a lot of adrenaline rush. The doctor's supposed to come and see me. I had a specific doctor, an IBF doctor, who just sees you. When you box for a sanctioning, world governing body title, you have your own. He didn't even come out because it was so bad outside the Warsaw Town Hall. It was crazy, man. Crazy. The videos you see, bizarre.
Yeah, from what I remember, the bouncers left the doors to come inside. Some lads turned up. Little scuffle broke out. Chairs was getting thrown in the ring. All hell broke loose. I think 30, 40 men was fighting inside. Spilled onto the street. And then that guy got stabbed.
Yeah, it's mad. It's just pathetic, if you're being honest. Like, you're supposed to be coming to a boxing event. Let me do the fighting. Let me be your entertainment. Do you know what I mean? As the two gladiators say, you're not entertained. Do you know what I'm saying? Let us do the fighting. You enjoy it. I think two crowds just collided. My crowd, it was Myron Mills, his crowd. What I remember, a lot of people don't remember this, so we'll get to this in a minute. But I remember after that fight, I jumped on a pillar post and someone threw a glass towards me. It's a plastic glass, obviously, at an event, and it's landed on a table, an out of all table. It's landed on a bad boy table. I have a few bad boys come watch me. I'm a Jack the lad, used to behave themselves, used to come watch and support, do the right thing. They'd never play up. Have all the fucking tables. He's landing on the bad boy table. So they threw one back. They threw a chair. They threw a chair. That we threw. It's just like a Wild Wild West. Then.
Yeah.
It went up, and he went from there then, and then he went outside. The kid got stabbed and killed.
It was literally for no reason as well.
Yeah, bizarre, and that's why I had a lot of guilt on my back after that fight, you know. So it was tough. It was tough.
Was you tempted to pack the boxing in because of that?
Funny enough, I had a year out. after that fight. And you know what some people say, if you have too much time out, you get used to luxuries what you're not used to. So life of a boxer is not easy. Imagine a dog not having a bone, it knows no difference.
Mm-hmm.
You give a dog a bone, oh, what's this? I want to keep on that bone. So I had a year out, I was going out drinking, enjoying myself, but I still had a bit of guilt. So I didn't want to turn back to boxing because I felt bad. Obviously, the dust hasn't settled either. Oh, that's that lad who boxed last weekend or last month. Don't go to watch him box.
Trouble at his fights.
Yeah, you die if you go to his fights. I'm like, fucking hell, mate. I don't ask for you to stab people. So, yeah, so I had a year out, going out drinking, no different. And then I was getting a bit down, a bit depressed, going out a bit far too often. Now that's when it was a slippery slope, croaking down the bottom of the slide into the water pool. I was drinking far too often, going downtown. The door firms would see me. Like, what are you doing down here? You're down here all the time. I remember, if he's watching Pav, big doorman, he come over to me and he's like, hey Lucas, local celebrity. And like he's like, you drink too much, man, you drink. And like, I'm just enjoying myself, you know. But you've got a big weight on your shoulder, because I knew I don't want to go back to boxing on the terms of people are hating on me now. Because I ain't killed no one, but I'm down and depressed, drinking far too often. Come work on the doors. I thought that'd give me a bit of lease of life. Started to work on the doors. And then that's when it went a bit bad on the terms. So, try and cut the long story short, you ever watch Rise of the Foot Soldier?
Yeah.
That's what my life was for about 8 months. So I was out on the doors, kicking people out to illegal substances, realising what it was, selling it, taking it. So I've gone to all this glitz and glam now. Now I'm on a fucking door. I'm just kicking people out. It's crazy, man.
Selling and taking drugs.
Yeah, so taking a bit of the pain away, you know, going out, but you forget about the boxing then, you're enjoying yourself.
Did you think you was in control?
Yes, everyone thinks they're in control, don't they? Because when you're doing it every weekend, are you in control? Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's only the weekend, don't worry about it, I'm enjoying myself. Oh, it's only the weekend, you're only enjoying it. And then the following weekend, then until you look back and you think, you know what, I'm working on this door. It's the door environment for me. You're in the clubs, the nights, the glitz, the glam. It's no good. It's no good. So I took a step back. It was a erratic lifestyle for me when I quit boxing. So I was stuck in this. I was just drinking. So I wouldn't say I got addicted. I've got an addicted personality. So now I give up the doors, but I'm still going out. So you know how it goes.
Still in the lifestyle.
Still in the lifestyle. Still got things dwelling in your memory. The fight. Oh, it's my fault. My fault. But you can't dwell on it, although I did. And then you're taking the pain away by drinking. And then bearing in mind you're in the pubs. These people are lurching onto you, thinking, oh, Paddy. Oh, local boxer. Whereas they're probably using me to go out drinking. Look, we're with the label.
Yeah. Let's have a photo.
Yeah, that's it. Let's have a photo. So it just went from there. And then I'm in a vulnerable position because I've got friends now. So I've got friends.
Yeah.
And I'm going out drinking. And just every weekend, I couldn't get away from it. So even though I got rid of the door life, it was still around. Yeah.
How long was you stuck in that for?
January 2018 to about, funny enough, yeah, then, so this will bring you on to your next subject anyway. So my mum's birthday, October the 20th of 2018, and that was the time she got diagnosed with cancer. So it went bad. It went real bad then. On the terms. I actually stopped. I had a feeling like, you know what, you need to stop doing this because you're going to give yourself another excuse to just more substance, more drinking, more substance, more drinking. Then you're going to end up in a coffin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want my dad seeing that. I don't want my mum before she passes, or if she gets cured from cancer, seeing that. So I made a return to boxing going into 2019, which I thought, after my mum's been diagnosed with cancer, I said, I'm going to stop all this, I'm going to get back into boxing. Fuck everything, I'm going to go back into it.
How come you wanted to get back in at that point?
I just thought, you know what, enough's enough. I was doing far too much partying, too hard at once. It's okay, enjoying yourself, but you're doing it too much, you're going to top yourself. You drink too much, the glass is going to spill, and something had to spill.
Yeah.
To realise that. So my mum was a big awakening. So yeah, I'll return back to boxing then. As soon as I come back through the door. So at the end of 2018, I saw the end of 2018, and then I got back into the gym. As soon as I walked back in the gym, you know, it goes, promoters see ya, cha-ching, cha-ching,
Yeah.
big money maker, come here. I said, mate, I'm not interested in boxing just yet. I just want to get back on the horse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fall in love with boxing, and I'm doing it for the right reasons now, not boxing. I need to stand straight and narrow because of my poor mum. My mum's dying of cancer. She had 2 years to live, you know, it's not nice to her. So just try to stand straight and narrow, which I did successfully. But as you do, you have the promoters like, oh, you'll be alright, give it a few weeks time, get the weight down, we'll get you on a show. Mate, I ain't interested. Just wanted to stay active up here.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of the mental battles are. It's where it all starts. If you can, what's the word I'm looking for? If you can complete this, then you're all there. Do you know what I mean? So if you can take control, that's the word. If you can take control of that, that's most of your problems gone. So I just wanted to stay focused upstairs, got an end goal, being productive, being more fit, looking after myself, coming out of the gym feeling more productive, good endorphins are kicking in. Got back home to my mum, not playing up. So yeah, I went back into boxing.
How did that end up?
Almost boxing in America.
Yeah. Go down that story before we come back to your mum.
So yeah, it's a crazy one really. So I got back into boxing. 6 weeks later, I'm just driving home from boxing. I just got out of the bath, got my flip flops on, my dressing gown. Phone call. You know, you get the butterflies because you know it's a big call. Big fights, big this, big that. I'm used to having that deja vu, so I picked you up. I thought, no, I ain't interested. Big fights. Do you want to fight? We've got a fight coming up. Oh, mate, I'm not interested. Let me finish. So I had a phone call. I got out of the bath, I don't know, about 10 o'clock. Eddie Phil fighting in California for $48,000 on the undercard of Javante Davis. I went, yeah, continue. So straight away after that, I thought, that's the kind of calibre I was fighting at. Do you know what I mean? That's the sort of level. You get two or three fights to them. You're not made, but you're making some good money now.
Yeah,
you're not making pennies. So I thought, fuck it, I'm willing to get down in weight. Although I'll be burning the candles both end. Legal substances, partying. I've got rid of that now. Now I'm getting myself on the redemption path. I got down in weight. So now the timeline is in 2019. So I had the whole of 2018 out. My last fight was 2017. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Someone will correct me anyway. I'm sure 2018 was a bad year for casualties. Brain hemorrhages. brain hemorrhages, casualties, deaths. Now, I remember this because one of my old teammates, Ricky Summers, he failed a brain scan, successfully passed it. So, I went for my standard medicals, ASAP as normal sound. I saw something small on my brain scan, but like I was saying, they cracked right down on the medicals that year. So going into 2019, they cracked right down. So when they saw a minute change in my brain scan, I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, I've gone through this before. No, the board are different now. The board are different. They've cracked right down the solicitors what they're using. So I thought, okay, what the fuck do I do now? You're gonna have to see a neuropsychologist. So I was like, cool. Send me the location. Where do I go? What do I do? How much? Yeah, London, outside the square. 1800, please. I've lost all my sponsors. They all found out I was playing. Up. Lost money. I ain't got no one to pay for anything. Bear in mind, the year before, I ain't got a pot to piss in. I'm spending it all downtown. It was no good. So I've had to go to my little poo and nan, bless her. She sorted me out. I had 1800 to go and get a brain scan. Passed with flying colours. Mr. Paddock, you passed with flying colours. We don't normally have many superstars come, I wouldn't say superstar, sports people, but we normally have people falling off scaffolding and car crashes. But just to let you know, we'll sign you off, you're good to go. I thought, awesome, I'm going to California now, get some cha-ching, proper cha-ching. The board wouldn't pass me off. And until this day, I've still got unknown questions to ask them. Why? So it went all downhill from there.
So the board said to you, we're not happy with your scan, go and see a specialist. If they sign you off, everyone's happy.
Yes.
You've seen the specialist said we're happy, but the board still said no.
Yes. My manager at the time, Errol, he said, I ain't got a fucking clue what's going on with this board. If they knew they weren't going to pass you, why have they made you pay that money? And I was like, is there any chance I could get this fucking money back? I ain't going to get no money back. They're the monopoly of boxing, they say, and they do. Do you know what I mean? I'm never going to get it back. I had a letter come through the post. Bear in mind, you've got to realise, yeah, boxing's the age of 5. I don't know nothing different. I know boxing. They've come with an application form saying, sorry about this, please sign for another category. So bear in mind, I'm 25 here, I'm not 35, I'm not 45, I'm 25, I've still got the world at my feet. And they're saying I've got to be a cornerman, a cutsman, a referee, a judge. And I'm like, mate, I've passed with flying colours. Give me my fucking licence. I don't want to see this letter. So now I just had to swallow the pill and get on with it. So I had a relapse. Then after that, it went worse again.
Booze and drugs.
Yeah, booze and drugs. And I don't know why I refer to it, because I've had a good life on the terms of good upbringing. I've had a good dad in my life. I've had a good mom. I've had love. I've had affection. I've had good guides, good paths. Stayed on the right. I know good to bad. I know yin. You know, yin and yang. So it was hard to swallow. But when you're easily caught up in the drugs, it's easy to revert back to it, because it just takes the pain away.
Yeah.
It's easy enough. And then, so obviously I'm a personal trainer. I do a lot of my training. I train white collar boys, girls. A lot of my clients, or my fans, supported me a lot, and they didn't even realise, to be honest, what was going on. They've still got the story. You ain't boxing, because I know what's gone on with your last fight. It's upset you, ain't it? And it's knocked you about. And I'm like, yeah, it has. But all and behold, I don't know what really went on.
Yeah, just got fucked by the board.
Yeah, got fucked by the board. Good.
Do you think you went back to the booze and drugs and that because you only ever had boxing, and without that you ain't really anyone? as deep as that is.
Yeah, you know, you got to think. Boxing is very regimental. You got so much balls of energy, and when it's all over, where do you put it? It's got to be burnt off somewhere, ain't it?
Yeah.
And it's easy enough to go down the sucker, so you just need other ways. Now, this probably, I hope the board listen to this, to be honest. I want something, it's like the veterans, you know the veterans, when you postnatal disorder, is it called?
Post-traumatic.
So, no one's there to help them. Like, boxing's very similar. Like, you need life after boxing.
Yeah.
Some lads don't know how to live without it. Now, I heard the saying not long back, it's better to check out a fight early than a fight too late. Now, how many fighters do you see go back into boxing? Funny enough, I can't do that. But they go back into it because they need the money and they get hurt and they don't know how to live without it. There needs to be some kind of federation or corporate to help lads without boxing.
Life after boxing.
Life after boxing, so people, I know a lot of people suffer with it.
Yeah, I spoke to lads on here who suffered with it.
It's not for me to say, but I think a lot of people, I think Ricky Hatton had a lot of demons, you know, especially without boxing.
Yeah.
He went down the same path. I think if he had a little bit more help, you know, it's easy to go to rock bottom.
Yeah. I think because, like, same as you, like, you've been boxing since the age of 5, so much discipline, and then your days are regimented, structured, and then suddenly you've done that for 20 years and then you ain't got that.
It's hard to swallow, so it was tough. So I'm turning up now to my clients and I'm training them. Some of them got fights, and I'm like, it's great. Like, I'm watching them fight, compete. Obviously, I'd like to think I'm a good trainer because I want the best. Okay, I'm getting paid for it, it's great, yeah, but I want the best for you. The way I look at you, like my little babies, I need to protect my babies. I want the right matches at the right times. They need to have hard fights at the right times. I need titles on board. I want people paying. I want rewards. I want the right. I try and manage my fighters in the right way, and not just fighters, just people in general. I'm quick enough to help people when they're training. Really, the person who needed helping, not training, but helping, was me. But a lot of clients didn't know. I had a big breakdown in the gym one day. You'll know him, Melanie, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's when it all started to. They started to see the cracks in the surface. She had a big mental breakdown. I wouldn't say mental, I had a breakdown.
You think everything's caught up with you?
Yeah, caught up, I had a breakdown. And they were just saying, you've helped us so much and you're a good trainer. You just need to just start focusing on training us. You know, you do a great job, you're a good trainer, you're helping others, but you need to help yourself as well. But they don't know how good they've helped me by keeping myself active, training people. So now I've kind of come to a peace. Now I train a lot of people. So whether it's a fight, white collar fight, whether it's a charity fight, I'm training bare knuckle fighters at the time, at the moment. Amateurs. I don't corner amateurs, I haven't got my licence, but I train a lot of lads and girls, so keeps me on the path at the moment.
Still involved, and that's enough for you.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. It comes now and again. I have to sit myself down and be like, am I going to go back into this? Because there is ins and outs, and you know what I'm talking about.
We've had conversations.
You know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Ins and outs. I don't think my missus will be happy hearing this, but like, there's ways around getting a licence.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm thinking about it, but right now I need to just stay in the gym, focusing on the boys and the girls, just training and just being a good dad. Just have a little daughter, and just being a good boyfriend, being a family man. So
yeah, that's the most important thing, mate. The kids, the family.
that's it.
Yeah. So you just said like you had a mental breakdown. How bad did your mental health get?
Bad. It got bad. I didn't go to work. I lost 2 jobs. wouldn't go to work. You know, wouldn't go to work, lost 2 jobs, staying in, depressed, wouldn't come out of the bedroom. It's almost like a kid having a tantrum, you know, just wouldn't come out. I don't know what was up with me, and I'm like, I just can't stop crying, man. I don't know what's up with me. I did feel like I needed help. And that reverts me back when I was training one of my clients, Mel, when I had a big big breakdown. I'm like, I just can't fucking get myself on my feet. I can't stop crying. I know what's going on. That's when they saw me like that, and it got bad. It just got bad. Some days I'll train people, I go out and I just cry on the way home and cry. I don't know what's going on. It's mad. I just think sometimes life sends you these obstacles, but I'm like, why are you fucking sending them my way? Because I ain't got a clue how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Test you.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
So it is always a test. Did you ever try and get help?
I spoke to my mum before she passed, and she was on about, she's like, why don't you go and see someone? And I had a few people reach out to me as well, just social media platforms. Some people used to just stay in touch. And funny you say, it's your biggest fans are the people you don't know. And they're like, yeah, they're just, sometimes they just be like, how you doing? Just checking on you. We ain't saw you, we ain't heard of anything. I'm thinking, mate, my local mates are seeing me in the pub, down in the dumps, and they're quick enough to give you a fucking key. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, I just need help. But, yeah, just...
How come you didn't look for professional help?
Possibly a bit of a stigma, you know. There's a big stigma going around, and they're saying, oh, you got to man up. Sometimes you've got to pull up your big boy pants saying you've got to help yourself.
That's what they say, bro, yeah.
Yeah, so... funny enough, I just started to help myself, and then when I started day by day, that's how you got to take it. If anyone is struggling out there, you just got to take day by day.
I think it starts with talking, telling someone how you feel.
Yeah. Sometimes just having a good vent.
Exactly, yeah.
It may not mean nothing to them, but it's something to you, do you know what I mean? Just got to let go. Let it go. Start talking, definitely 100%. Preach to anyone to start talking. Seek professional help. I was just one of the lucky ones who I didn't need to. I just eventually just pulled myself out of a rut. But yeah, you just take a day as it comes. Just a day as it comes.
Exercise, I always say, get out the house, go for a walk, talk, go gym if you need to. Yeah, walk and a talk.
But obviously, it helps when you got clients going, you're helping us train. Look at us. Look how much you've improved us as a couple. I'm training couples. I'm training individuals. I've training people who have changed their lifestyle. They feel good. So I'm thinking, if I'm changing their lives, maybe I just need to stay in the gym. And I do try and stay in the gym as often as I can, and it does help. I recommend anyone to stay in the gym.
Mm-hmm. Would you find it hard though, knowing like you could have boxed in America, touching $50,000, like getting towards back to the big time, and then
British pounds, you're talking about 42 grand in. Yeah. That's more than a year's salary to some people. Mm-hmm. It's a decent whack, ain't it? So
yeah.
One or good 2 performances, win, lose or draw. Yeah, a good little performance. You know, I think at the time, it was Javante was under Mayweather Promotions. It only takes one good twinkling someone's eye, and we like the look of him.
Yeah.
Getting back on the show. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he lost. It was a good test. You know. So,
yeah. That's, I mean, you had that opportunity, then you lost it.
You got to think as well. That's always in the back of my head. I'm thinking, mate, there's some good money here. I was good at what I did. Nobody took off me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine me taking this lovely house off you, your missus, your kids. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Of course. You lost your life.
Yeah, I lost my life. I lost my path and purpose. And then on top of it, I had a fucking bag full of shit with my mum having cancer. It's not good. life throws you these tasks and you have to overcome them. Unfortunately,
Got no choice, bro.
that's it. You just gotta deal with it and get on with it.
So go back to your mum, but rewind it back a tad. Because obviously I know your mum got ill. You was young. Do you know what I mean? It's never nice to know no matter what age you are, losing a parent, but you were still young, still a kid in reality.
Yeah, I was close to my mum. Very close. My best friend, good friend, as a mum. It was tough, you know.
Did she get told she got 2 years to live?
2.5, funny enough. Smoked like a trooper, drank like an oss, you know, and still overcome an extra 6 months. It was tough, man.
How was that knowing for you, knowing her time's limited? Because it's hard, isn't it? Like, you know, like, time's ticking and it's going to be gone.
Yeah, you got to spend as much time as you can. Like, the way I look at it now, funny enough, I had a little daughter and she's just, it's the best feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try and spend as much time as I can, whilst I can, because now I'm a parent, she was a parent to me, so I want to try and spend as much time as I can, give while I can, and do while I can, because let's be honest, we ain't here forever, are we? We ain't built forever. It was one good thing after my mum, obviously I felt my missus and give me my baby, and my missus is a great mum, which helps. But I've had a bit of a void, and I've had my daughter fill it. So,
yeah, of course, yeah.
But before all that, yeah, it was obviously tough.
Like, how do you prepare to lose someone?
You tell me.
Like we all know, don't we? Like
tell me.
we all know, like, everyone's going to die at some point. We know our parents are going to die at some point, but then, like, Paddy, I'm not going to be here in 2 years. Like, how the fuck do you mentally prepare for that?
Fuck, mate, you tell me that one, because I don't have the instructions to it. I don't know, it's hard, ain't it? Like, putting yourself out some shit sometimes, like I did, mental depression. One step at a time, ain't it? And just try and be as nice as you can whilst you can.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah, like, one thing I can say, my mum's engraved in me, it's always nice to be nice, so at that time, even when people are doing you ready, man, just be nice. You don't know what's going on, do you? Go and close doors,
Yeah,
you know.
of course, yeah.
It's tough, mate, it's tough. Like, what are you supposed to say? What are you supposed to do? If I could just suck all the pain out of it and I'll take it for a day so she could have a great day, I would, but you can't, can you? You can't.
How was you when she passed?
Funny enough, it was great. So you're probably thinking, look, you know, what's up with you? That's when I found my missus, so I was a bit in a... My missus saved me, to be honest. That's what people won't realise, how much my missus saved me. So, like, my mum died in April 2021. I actually met my missus in March, so a month beforehand. So when it was all going on, I was still a bit of... I understand I'm feeling pain for my mum and upset, but I've got, like... She's like a little guardian angel. Like, I'm a bit in a love bubble.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Distraction.
Yeah, it's a distraction, innit? That's the word.
Yeah.
So, I'm finishing work and I can't wait to go and see her. I'm texting her as you do, you're loving life, ain't ya? It's keeping the pain threshold at a limit, do you know what I mean? So, she helped me a lot. And then when my mum passed, believe it or not, I was numb. I was very numb for months. And I remember one day I just had a big outburst of crying to my missus, saying again. It's like, I don't know what I'm crying for. I know what I'm crying for. I'm crying for my mum. And my missus was like, good, let it out, let it out. I have a lot to thank for my missus. Yeah, it's just thank my lucky stars. She's come in my life, because without her, I'd probably be dead. Definitely.
Yeah.
I won't have much to live for. I've had the boxing took off me, my mum, in and out of the pubs drinking, on the doors, you know. Give that all up. And I met her, and she's keeping me on this straight and narrow. She's giving me a beautiful daughter. Got purpose. You know. So.
Mate, having a good missus can sort you out. Like, they can make you such a better man.
Oh, massively. Listen, we've all had our fair share. We have bad women. We've all had bad women. They're no good for no one. But when you have a good woman, you've got to keep hold of them. So she's definitely one to keep hold of, although she's a pain.
No, mate. I don't go an episode where I don't talk about my own kids. I know you
good.
are a passionate dad as well. Like I've always said, I'm only alive because of my kids. Like, without them, I wouldn't be here. Go on. Let it out, Paddy.
Yeah, it's the same. I love my kids. Well, kid. She's great, man. She's great. 2.5-year-old little girl. She comes up to the gym with me now and again as well. So it's good. It's all good. Just gives you a lease of life. It's good, mate. It's good.
Gives you a reason to be good, do good.
Yeah, you know, like, I go to work. Work ain't always easy. My missus will probably, if she's watching this, she moans at me loads. Like, I go to work a lot, but I only do it for them. Like, Christmas around the corner now, so you've got to save your pennies. I want her to have the best Christmas, my missus as well as the baby. Especially being a 2-year-old, I want to spoil her to death. So it's good, mate. It's good.
Yeah, like ever since I had my kids, like I could never, like I've tried to top myself on numerous occasions. Like, but ever since I've had my kids, it's like
it's great, ain't it? Because mate, you know, if you leave them, who have they got to survive? And you know, you're the daddy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You're the daddy. So
it's beautiful, mate. It's beautiful.
It's good.
But now, how do you get through day to day nowadays when you have a little wobble?
Not too bad. You just reverting back to my missus, you know.
Talking.
Just talking. Just she keeps me happy, and as long as she's happy, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Happy wife, easy life, eh?
Hear that. Hear that.
But just it's nice to go back home to a family, you know, mate, something what money can't buy, and all the trophies I've won, and all the titles I've won and lost. It's no better feeling walking through the door and my baby can't talk just yet, but she runs over and cuddles me on the leg, and it's great, man, it's great.
Yeah, mate.
Money can't buy you that at all.
I've got a 7-year-old, 6-year-old and 2-year-old mate, and man.
You got all girls?
3 daughters, mate. I'm blessed / cursed.
Oh
I don't know.
Oh my god. No.
But they say girls will look after you when you're older, so I've got
Hopefully.
that. I've got that,
In
mate.
your Zimmer frame, mate.
Yeah, and I have 3 daughters around me, so. But I always say, like, it's God's justice, mate, on me there. For how I was in my younger days with women, now you got 3 women yourself to look after and be paranoid about.
I see. Well, people say, don't they, it makes a man to make a daughter, so.
Yeah. Hear that.
Oh, yeah.
So what would you say there to anyone else who's struggling?
To be honest, just talk. It's not afraid to talk. Don't let this big stigma saying men can't talk. You need to put your man up, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
bollocks.
Mate, listen, cry on my shoulder. If it means you coming over, I'll come over to yours, mate. Do you know what I mean? Talk. I'd rather be around yours, burning my ears and chewing my ears off for half an hour or however long it is, than going to your funeral for half an hour or an hour.
Yeah.
So, talk, get help, seek advice, get advice, and mostly, if love the fucking drugs, love the fucking booze, let's be honest, be ruthless here, love the drugs, love the booze. If you still feel the same, then go and get help.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know it's easy to get caught up in it all, because I've done it myself. And it's crazy to hear myself say that, because I've had a good upbringing, stuck in the gym, I've had a good friend, good family, good love, affection, had a good guide of path, stuck to the boxing. My dad's been a good dad, took me up and down the country. I have a lot to thank for my dad, the success I've had. So, I had a good mum, bless her. I've got a good nan, bless my nan. A lot of people don't know about my nan, but I'm still a bit of a nanny's boy. She gets me out of shit now and again with money. But,
That's what nans do, mate.
yeah, so.
That's what nans do.
But yeah, anyone who's seeking help, who needs help, go and get help. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid.
Yeah. Do you think men ain't talking out just because of stigma? Because it's that fucking man up, you're a man.
Yeah, it's
Don't
that,
see me
that
weak.
stereotypical, come on, man. Leave it alone, mate. I'm a sensitive, my missus will tell you, I'm just as sensitive as any female. Do you know what I mean? I'm a bit of a cis. Like, go and get help, mate. Who cares? You don't have to give it the big persona. Go and get help. If you need it, go and get it. Yeah? Because there's only so much you can put that mask on, looking big and tough. But when you bottle it up too much, you're going to explode. And when you explode, it can be... There's no return, do you know what I mean? You could do something stupid.
Yeah.
Overdose. Over a cliff, hanging yourself. You know how it goes, mate. You know how it goes. Just go and get help. Seek help. Talk to a family member.
Yeah.
If you feel like, behave yourself, go and talk to your friend.
I think a lot of the issue is as well, especially today, like the cost of living's horrendous. Like people can't afford to fucking eat. Never mind.
So you want to talk about so you've had mental health, but sometimes mental health could just be, like you just said,
A moment,
cost
yeah.
of living.
Yeah,
so
a moment.
Yeah, I think you do okay. You've got 2 beautiful daughters. You've got a missus.
Three beautiful daughters.
Three. Sorry. 3. So cost of living, they don't come cheap. I've only got 1. Do you know what I'm saying? So the cost of living going up. I'm sure you do okay for yourself, but your average man who's minimum wage, they're paying rent, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, you're paying rent. You've got a little car to pay for. You got electric. You got water bills. You name every bill, yeah, and you put a big tag with it, then a big price tag. Like, it's easy enough to be like, you know what, I need to get out of this. And the only bubble sometimes is you don't be normal.
Yeah.
You need, the cost of living as well. So someone needs to take in charge of the country, get rid of that bloke, Keir Starmer.
Yeah, but that's it. Like you got the cost of living. Like nobody can afford to do anything. Yeah, and like it's as easy. Like I wanna be social, but I can't afford to be social. Do you know what I mean? And then like you try and open up to one of your boys, and I'll say, "Come pub." Like if I go pub, I'm 15 beers deep, and that turns to a packet. Yeah. It's just like finding that middle ground, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like you say. There's that route as well. So yeah, come on, we'll go and have a game of bowling. Sometimes, so I'm probably saying like I'm diverting that. So sometimes, if you feel that way, going to the pub, it goes down that path. Go bowling, go snooker. But then if you go into the price of living, look at that.
Exactly. It's
looking £10 a pop, a few points, as like you say, I don't know, a bag of chips. Do you know what I'm saying? It's expensive, mate. So something's got to give, but people have got to talk, mate. It don't always have to be that you're going through a bad patch with a death, a heartbreak, a family member. I had my boxing took off me. Everyone's got a story. Everyone's got a story to talk about. Your story just needs to be spoke to someone.
But it's a shame that, do you know what I mean? Like there's a mental health crisis going on because of like you got people with mental health conditions, bipolar, schizophrenia, personality disorders. You got them to deal with. Then you got people who are struggling in the moment because of the cost of living and all those other things. And then they're all going to the same services, which is underfunded for help. It's like, what the fuck can they do? And then you've got groups popping up, volunteer run, where they're trying to help people. They're doing more than the actual government are trying to do. It's just like the whole system's backwards.
Something's got to give, ain't it? We've all got to stick together. And I think if we all stick together, we should be all right. But yeah, something's got to give, mate, because it's all right. You pay taxes, you go to work, and you're paying more taxes than what you've got left in your pocket to enjoy.
Yeah.
And that can be a bit fucking disheartening as well, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, when I turned 16, I didn't go to college. My dad said have a year out to go into boxing. just settle down with your boxing. Luckily, it worked well for me, although I weren't still working. But look at these kids. So when I found out you had to work, call me naive, I thought when you work, you got your money, you don't have to pay taxi. I'm like, what tax? Who are we going to give money? I'm paying money for someone. So it's fucking hard, ain't it? Like, so you get, I don't know what the percentage is with the taxes now, so, but like, if you earn 100 quid, I don't know what it is, but like, knowing that you've got to give someone £30 or your £100.
Yeah.
You know
That's just tax and
That's tax,
national
yeah.
insurance on top of it.
National insurance, then take your petrol out, and like I said to you, you've got to take it for yourself, and that's like your Chinese at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it is tough, mate. It's tough. Someone's got to give.
Yeah.
Someone's got
Big time.
Someone's got to run this country correctly.
Yeah. It's like how many more people have got to top themselves before something's done?
Yeah, totally. Because, mate, you'll see on the news tomorrow. I don't know. You'll probably know with a podcast, maybe, but I'm sure there's a lot of people a year, month, week who are topping themselves, ain't they?
The biggest killer in men under the age of 55 is suicide. Not cancer, not each other stabbing each other. The biggest killer in men under the age of 55 is ourselves. That's scary.
Shouldn't that say something though?
Yeah, it's scary.
Some people need to sit down and think, hang on, these stats have got to change, mate. They've got to change. So
That's scary when you think about it.
yeah.
Right, last two questions, Paddy boy. This one you'll like. If you can voice any of these influencers or a proper boxer if you want, we'll do two. One for a payday, I think I know who you'll answer. And then one for a competitive fight. Who would you choose?
So me.
You. You today. No, actually, go prime you.
Prime.
Prime you. You can pick two people. One for money, anyone, and the
Okay.
other one for...
I could have fought a past fighter and any fighter, yeah?
Yeah.
Past fighter. I'd fight Pernell Whitaker.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Me, Pernell Whitaker. I think that'd be a good style because we're very similar, mate. He's elite levels above me,
Yeah.
but same type of fighter style wise. For a payday, mate, now you got to talk about payday, right? You can have your hands on a lot of people, couldn't you hear? So, but I'm quick enough to slag these influencers off, but you got to go Jake Paul in, yeah?
Yeah.
You got to go with Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Show me the money. Show me the money. Mate, to be honest, I'd fancy my chances against him as well.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like, don't get it wrong, he is no bum.
You know what? A lot of people will sit here and slag him off. I do myself. But you put in British level, you'd probably win a British title. British level's a good level.
Yeah.
British level's a good level. World level's a different kettle of fish. I think with him calling out Terence Crawford, Canelo, mate, you got to think it's just bad publicity is good publicity. So wherever he's calling out, it's full of shit, but it's great. Ain't it?
People are talking, saying his name.
Listen, it sells, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
it sells. But yeah, I'd probably go Jake Paul for a big payday in his back garden, and that would be a big fight.
Yeah.
Not in America, not in England, and probably Pernell Whitaker. So
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
yeah, man.
Right, last question, mate. What would you, sat here today, 33-year-old Paddy, go back in time, speak to a 13-year-old you, what would you say to yourself?
Ooh, very good question. Very good question. Oh, very good. Now you got me. Now this is gonna be. You'll have to edit this. Chase your dreams. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it. And stay in your own lane. But there'll be some obstacles will get in the way. But that is what will make you the man you are at the end of it all.
Yeah. Don't fall at the first obstacle.
Yeah, that's it. Don't give up. Keep chasing. Because if everything in life was easy, it wouldn't be hard, would it? So,
of course.
So yeah, I'd say follow your dreams, chase your dreams, find something that makes you happy. Don't tell anyone. Don't listen to anyone who can't tell you that you can't do it. And just continue. And the main thing is to be happy, because that's what we all chase, don't we? Happiness.
Of course, yeah.
If someone said you could have £1 million, but you're going to be depressed and probably end up killing yourself at the end of it all, or saying be happy, you're going to be happy, ain't you? So
of course, yeah.
Be happy. Happy is the biggest price, I suppose, to me. So follow your dreams, keep chasing and keep fighting and never give up. Little shout out. Can I do a little shout out?
Of course you can, Paddy boy.
Lichfield Premier Plastering, Jack Smith, Melanie Rose Beauty, and Squizzy's Recovery. That's
Sponsors.
not sponsored actually. This is a little bit of a freebie. Very good friends of mine, like brothers and sisters to me. So
Fair play, mate. Paddy, thank you for coming on, though, you know, mate.
you're welcome.
Cheers, brother.
Thank you for listening to From Rock Bottom. If this episode spoke to you, please subscribe, like and share. It really helps us keep doing this work and bringing these stories to light. You can also follow us on social media for updates, behind the scenes content and ways to get involved in the conversation. Most importantly, if you're struggling right now, please don't suffer in silence. Reach out, talk to someone, seek support. You are not alone, and you are absolutely worth life. Take care, keep fighting, and we'll see you in the next episode.